So I covered the new One UI 5.1 update coming out on the Galaxy Z Fold 4 a little while ago. It added some nice features, some features that we wanted didn't get added for some reason. Things like being able to long press on a photo to pop out a part of it. Apparently that is coming in a later gallery update from what I am hearing, but there are other things that I am also hearing, perhaps you're hearing them as well, that this update has in some way negatively impacted the battery life on this device. Shortly after this update rolled out, I put my SIM back in here to use it, and I will say my battery life does seem like it might be a little bit worse. I started noticing this before going online and seeing if I was the only one. In fact, there was one day, this is probably a separate issue, but Google Messages was absolutely destroying my battery life, absolutely tanked it. It was like 11 a.m. and I was at like 40%. I was like, what is going on? And I looked and it was Google Messages, so I force closed it. Might have actually just rebooted and everything's been a bit better, but at any rate, maybe this is just me coming from the S23 Ultra and being spoiled and just expecting crazy battery life, but the battery life does feel like it's been a small amount worse, but even more than that, lots of people online, on Reddit, in different forums are saying that their battery life is far worse than it was before the update. Now, of course, we should have a patch coming relatively soon that could, possibly include fixes for this sort of issue. But in this video, I'm going to very quickly show you how to clear the cache on this device, not app by app because that's annoying, but actually fully just clear the cache on your device, because that is a fix that is being put out there that might be something that could help with your battery life. So it's something that is very quick, very easy to do, and it might be worth trying. So the first thing you're going to need to do on your Galaxy Z Fold 4 is turn it off. All right, so once it's turned off, what you're going to do is you're going to hold the volume up button and the power button at the same time until you see the Samsung logo. Once you see that, you're going to release the power button, but continue holding volume up, and this should boot us into the recovery mode, all right? Should just take a moment, keep holding until you see that. Great, we're there. Now you should be able to scroll down using the volume keys over here. Scroll down until you see wipe cache partition. Hit the power button to actually enter that. Go down to yes. Enter again. You should see at the bottom, cache wipe complete. You can then hit power again to reboot the system. Now, for whatever reason, you're unable to get into that recovery screen, try having it plugged into your computer while you do this process. You don't need to do anything on your computer, just have it plugged in. I've heard reports of apparently that being necessary. Clearly it was not necessary for me, but if you run into problems, you can always give that a try. Now, the reboot process after this is going to take a little bit longer, kind of similar to what happens after you do a system update. After you get past the Samsung Galaxy splash screen, what should happen is that you should see the optimizing apps screen. Now, mine didn't actually do it there, but I did just reset cache for the second time in about 5 minutes because I messed up on filming. So maybe that's why it didn't happen the second time, but you should see that. Now, obviously, I cannot guarantee that this is going to fix your problems. However, it is effectively risk-free. Unless you go into that menu and just start clicking on stuff you shouldn't be, only do what I just said, and you should be fine. It's definitely worth trying. I should also point out that I'm seeing reports of this on several devices that just got One UI 5.1. That's going to happen after you do the reboot. That is a normal part of the process, the optimizing apps thing. And if that's the case for you, you've gotten One UI 5.1, whether it's a Fold 3, a Fold 4, whatever device, you can still try this. It's going to be pretty much the same process. So yeah, like I said, if this is an issue that you are seeing, you've updated, your battery life has gone down, give this a shot and see what it does for you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content like this. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.